everyone, we're here at SHOT Show 2024. I am at the PSA booth, and if you've been paying any attention at all to the gun interwebs, you've seen some of the stuff that's been coming out from PSA here at SHOT Show. Hunter has in front of him kind of what his baby has been for the last however long. What is it that you have here in your hands?
This is our X57. This is a PDW offering of our ROC platform. We have a full-size ROC available and a ROC compact that's coming out soon. This uses the same fire control unit, same mag, and this specific prototype uses the same slide and bolt barrel as our full-size. In production, this will have a proprietary bolt and barrel to get more out of the 5.7 round. In production, we will also have a last round bolt hold open and a safety, which this prototype is missing. We're looking at 12 to 18 months for release, probably closer towards the 18 than the 12. Our
Right.
our price is about $9.99. That's with the Magpul M-Bus Pros and the radiant charging handle. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Again, this is a type of firearm that has been like heavily demanded here in the U.S. market. And again, you guys have been doing the rocks with the handguns and 5.7. That's been really successful. So bringing it into a package like this with a collapsible pistol brace, AR-15 style charging handle, which is compatible with any AR-15 charging handle.
Absolutely.
But it comes with one of the best out of the box. And then the metal Magpul flip-up sights, that's like a couple $100 in of itself. So if that's included in a $1,000 price point, that's going to be a really tough thing to beat. Now, what kind of capacity are we looking at with the magazine here?
So this is a standard 23 round with a 17 round extension.
Okay.
So that'll bring you to 40 plus 1. So this will also accept our full-size 23 round ROC mags.
Now, the thing is, like you said, 12 to 18 months. Obviously, numbers like that are flexible, especially when you're doing something pretty intense like this. And if you guys pay attention at all to PSA's product line, it's just massively expanding all the time. So you got to give them some leeway in how that stuff goes. But definitely something to stay tuned for. Keep an eye on PSA social medias on their website, because you'll definitely know when these become available, and they'll probably be pretty hard to get a hold of, like most things from PSA when they're first released. Anything else you want to mention about this?
No.
Okay, cool. So we're going to be covering a little bit more here with someone else from PSA. We just wanted to have kind of the person whose brainchild this is talk a little bit about what his expertise is in it. So thank you very much for your time. And let's move on to some of the other new products. So again, PSA's been coming out with a ton of stuff here at SHOT Show, and I think kind of the sleeper that a lot of people aren't paying attention to as they should, they should be paying attention to that they're not. Let me make sure I phrase that correctly. Is this new 570 shotgun line that you guys have. So what is the 570?
So the 570 is part of what we're calling the Build Your Own series. So we're introducing the shotgun, the 570, and the bolt gun, the Emerge. This year, it's going to be a Build Your Own gun. So we're going to introduce it as a complete firearm first. Then we're going to give you the components so you can build this complete firearm at home. You're going to be able to swap out receivers, magazine tubes, barrels to fit what you need to do. Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, recreation, whatever it may be, you're going to be able to design this firearm how you want it.
And with that too, like you can see already some really cool stuff on here. So obviously compatible with Magpul furniture, which is what I love to put on my shotguns. But you've also got optic plates built in. What pattern is that?
So this is RMR. All of the receivers are going to come RMR cut, so they're optics ready. Another cool thing, we're running a Glock style front side up front. So there's a ton of options on the market that you can run up here. This is all interchangeable. You can shift this barrel clamp as you need it, take it off. It's got QDs on the left side, bottom, and on the right. And one really cool feature about this is that there's actually a bolt release here where your high ready position would be on an AR-15. So it's going to be very intuitive for anybody that's an AR-15 shooter to jump over to the shotgun side. So you just simply push up and you're ready to rack your firearm.
Yeah, and then with the safety, it's a Tang style safety, so inherently ambidextrous there. I'm a huge fan of the Tang style safety, especially on my pump shotguns. So that's a really nice thing. But again, we're incorporating some benefits of some of the extant shotgun lines and kind of merging them into a nice little cohesive unit. That's, again, like you said, fully customizable. You can go super basic or go super high end and really just build it a la carte, kind of like with the rifles that we have here behind us. So this is the Emerge bolt gun line. So what type of pattern is this based off of?
So it's primarily based off of the 700. So you're going to be able to use 700 style triggers, stocks on this firearm. Same thing, you're going to be able to build this completely at home eventually. We're going to offer the barrel, the receiver, stocks, all that, so you can do it at home.
And now what calibers are you guys going to be releasing these in?
It'll initially release in a 308 with 6.5 Creedmoor probably following pretty closely after that.
So with the Remington 700 pattern, that is the most plentiful aftermarket support. I'm assuming also 700 receiver,
Yes.
so all the one-piece scope bases that you want, whatever scope ring systems you want, are all going to be able to be integrated into this right away. Again, out of the shot down below, you can get the Magpul 700 Hunter stock, whatever you want. This is more kind of the overmolded style furniture here. But again, you can build your own, which is super popular in the bolt gun world, just now being offered by PSA. And again, I don't remember if you already mentioned, do you have a timeline on these?
We don't have a timeline on these. However, I do have something kind of exciting for everybody at home.
Okay.
So we brought too many concept guns to the show. There's no way we're going to be able to build them all.
Yeah.
So we need your help. If you go to PalmettoStateArmory.com, there's a poll that we have where you can cast your vote for your 3 favorite firearms.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want us to produce.
There you go.
We're going to take the top firearms from each category, give it to the engineers, and they're going to produce whatever you vote on as fast as possible. So we're looking to have big updates on all this stuff come next year. However, the ones that you vote for are going to get priority over everything else.
And that's one thing that I want to really emphasize with Palmetto State Armory, and one thing that I've been really impressed with from them over the years is the willingness to listen to consumer feedback to make your products better, or in this case, bring the products that the market wants to market as quickly as realistically possible. You know, PSA's been around for a long time. They've kind of, the perception of them has seemed to have changed a lot over the years. Several years ago, people had one opinion of them. Now, I mean, this booth has been slam-packed, and a lot of people have been doing stuff here at the PSA booth, not just myself. But even like with the series I recently did with the Broke to Bougie, where I started with the cheapest possible PSA rifle and just slowly upgrading it over time, as a lot of people out there are. It's now well over 2,000 rounds. The thing's running like a sewing machine. So again, they're listening to the consumers. They're actively improving the performance of those products that are existing on the market. But with that, kind of with the Broke to Bougie, they have a lot of options now that take you straight to that bougie level. So let's talk about some of their new Jackal line. All right, so now, like we said, we're going straight to the nice high-end kind of style from PSA with the Jackal line. Now, this is something maybe a little bit unfamiliar to those of you familiar with the Jackal line. What is this?
So this is the old can. This is our first introduction of the bullpup style Jackal. It'll take a standard Jackal upper, so if you already have one at home, you can pick up just the lower receiver. But we're turning the Jackal into a super compact rifle. We wanted to bring something to market that was a little bit different for the Jackal platform this year. There's been a lot of talk about bullpups, and we really wanted to bring something that was going to be well under the $2,000-$3,000 mark that everybody's typically accustomed to seeing with the bullpups.
Right, and obviously regular AR-15 mag compatible, which you don't get with all the different bullpups out there. And like you said, you can just drop your regular upper on there. So if you're already halfway there with a Jackal, now you can get the lower. Do you have an approximate retail for what the lower receiver would cost?
We don't have for any of these yet. These are all part of that concept series. So remember, go to PalmettoStateArmory.com and you can cast your vote there. Along with that, we don't have a timeline currently on this one or any of the other concept guns. However, make sure you get to PalmettoStateArmory.com, cast your vote, let us know what you want us to put into production first. Once we have that information, we'll be able to put out better timelines for everybody, but look for big updates for SHOT Show 2025 as well.
Yeah, and again, PSA has been really good about letting people know about stuff that's coming out, and they're also not the kind of company that waits to just release everything at SHOT Show, so stuff is going to be coming out as they are ready. So definitely stay tuned to the social media for that kind of stuff. But for those of you who are more interested in a more traditional configuration of a rifle, you guys are doing just the regular, more aesthetically familiar style stuff as well.
Exactly. So the big one this year, and this is one that I can give you a little bit better idea for, is the 308 Jackal. This has been a big request. We're really excited to finally get it out. It's going through its final paces right now, and we're super excited about what we got here. Look for this to be coming out much sooner rather than later. And we're really excited to when we can finally release the price point, because y'all are going to be stoked about it.
Yeah. Now, with this too, you got all the same stuff that people have liked about the Jackal system, so adjustable gas block, the ability to actually fire folded, as you don't always get with some of the folding systems out there for like AR-15s. So you've got a lot of benefits. Non-reciprocating charging handle that is reversible from one side to the other, all sealed back here, so a nice suppressor host. But again, you guys are doing the Jackal again, not only in 308, but you've also expanded it a little bit into some other calibers.
Yep. So one of the other cool ones that we're introducing this year is the VOOC. So the VOOC is going to be available in 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and we're also hoping to eventually get it to the 12 gauge.
Wow.
It all depends on the interest we get. Once again, make sure you cast your vote at PalmettoStateArmory.com. So the VOOC is going to be a combination of a couple things that you may have actually already seen in the past. Number one, the Jackal upper. Proven, reliable, it's a rock solid platform. We combined it with our KS47 lower to create the VOOC. So you're going to have an AK style mag that you'll be able to run in this platform.
Yeah, so you've got the Rock-In mags. Is this a 5.56 mag or is this 5.45?
That one is a 5.56.
Yeah, so again, for those of you who love the Rock-In Lock, who love the ergonomics of that, you've got the option here. Again, still sealed in the back, still folding stock, still adjustable gas block, but now kind of incorporating some of you AK guys back into the fold, which we're not even touching their AK line. The AK line from PSA is ridiculous. It's honestly, so again, if you're watching my videos, you know that I worked at a gun store for 4.5 years. I saw a lot of changing in the AK industry during that amount of time. It's legitimately to the point, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in front of them, whenever people came in looking to buy an AK, the first thing I point them at is PSA. There's almost no reason to, unless you're looking for something very specific, which even then they cover a lot of the different versions out there.
Yep.
For the price point that they come in at and the reliability and durability that you get with those, there's almost no point to go anywhere else for an AK at this point.
It is, and it's hard to beat, especially with our lifetime warranty. The gun is covered for the life of it.
Yeah.
And no matter if you're buying it from somebody else, you're transferring it to somebody, the gun carries that lifetime warranty. We're super proud of it. We have confidence in our firearms, but hey, things break. We want to make sure that you're taken care of when things do go wrong.
Yeah. And again, we're barely scratching the surface here. They've got additions to the Saber line, all these different Jackals here. They've got a 37 millimeter launcher. They've got all kinds of crazy stuff. So if people want to be able to stay on top of that, obviously you've mentioned the pull, but where are other good places for them to look for product releases and whatnot?
Check out Instagram, check us out on Facebook, Twitter. We're on all the social media platforms. We're announcing everything there. We have our full lineup of concept guns on the website right now at PalmettoStateArmory.com.
Perfect. And again, we're not even touching the AAC ammunition stuff, so there's a ton of stuff. Definitely spend some time surfing through their website. It is a little dangerous. It's very easy to spend money when you start looking through the daily deals. My wife has gotten after me a couple times for that, but it's all for the betterment of the industry, because PSA is really taking huge leaps to make things as accessible for us civilian gun owners as it is possible. So definitely follow the links down below to their social medias. I can't link to their website, but I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've been to the Palmetto State Armory website, so definitely check that out. We're going to be doing a lot more coverage here from SHOT Show 2024. Anything else you want to add?
Guys, hit us up in the poll, comment on that section on Facebook, let us know what you want to see. We can only make so much, so we want to make sure we're making what you actually want.
Perfect. So definitely follow the links down below for that. But as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.